Hey, hello, I'm JulieJo. Welcome to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. I'm so glad that you're here. You can hit the subscribe button if you want, the like button if you enjoy the video, or the bell button if you want to get notified when I post. If you're not new here, welcome back. Today we are covering another coach. Well, they're more like a duo, but we're really just focusing on the male part of this duo today. There's a male and there's a female part. They are John and Nadia Melton. I've wanted to cover them for some time, and later on I will do a deeper video that talks more about these two because there is a lot to say about them. This isn't the video for it. This is more of an introduction to this couple. There's so much to say, but I need to collect my thoughts and I want to do a specific video covering it. If you want me to cover more coaches, I will. So if you want me to cover specific coaches, comment below and I'll take a look and see. I think that it is important to talk about these network marketing coaches or these MLM coaches because they seem to actually be almost worse than the companies themselves. They, in my opinion, are even more devious and deceptive. Do those two words go together? Yeah, sure. Then a lot of the top leaders, because a lot of them are top leaders of companies. If I look tired, it's because I just woke up from a 2.5-hour nap. This is a Sunday evening and I am preparing for my first day of clinicals tomorrow, so I'm really excited. As we go along on this training, I guess you want to call it. Yeah, it's definitely a training. Feel free to put your commentary below. You know I love that. I'm not perfect. I'll miss some stuff sometimes. Probably every video I miss something, I'm sure. And I want to see what you have to say too. And your experience is different than mine, so I want to hear maybe you pulled something out from the training and you took it in a different way than I did, and I think it's cool to read that stuff. Before we start, I want to let you know my social medias, my Instagram and my TikTok. They're both walkin_on_Lexapro. You're going to see more everyday anti-MLM, anti-scam, anti-pyramid scheme content there. And if there's something or someone you want me to cover that's not MLM, feel free to comment them below as well, but please make a note and say they're not MLM because I want to organize it in my mind. I gotta organize it in my mind. I got a lot of stuff going on up here and I need some help. So if you could let me know if they're MLM or not, that'd be great. Let's get started. This is John Melton's about 15-minute training. He calls it, well, it's not really a title, I guess. He just says, no money, no time, don't know that many people, don't want to be salesy. I'll share with you some common objections that I hear often in my perspective. I think we see a consistent thing with coaches where they act like they're going to bring something crazy to the table when in reality, I heard it in my MLM and I didn't even pay for a coach. Some of these coaching experiences, some of these coaches, their trainings, their program costs so much money. We saw Sarah Robinson, I think that's how you say her name, in the last video about coaches, and hers was about $1,000 a year or $100 a month or so. It's like $97 and $997. I want to take a look really quick at what they cost. Finn, are you good? So we want everyone to have access to these strategies. The total value is $3,497. The original price is $1,497, but for me today, it's $297. Why? For the add tag message stuff? I do not understand. Well, I'll prop a picture up and see if I can find more, but I think it's time that we start this training. I'm quite interested in hearing what he has to say. So, let's get started.
What's up, y'all? John Melton coming to you live with MyLifestyleAcademy.com. Make sure as you're hopping on, you let me know where you're coming in from. And if you're watching the replay, drop hashtag replay. Let me know what time you are watching, you are viewing this replay. I want to talk to you about something. And it's these common objections. How many of us have heard, I got no money, I got no time, I don't know that many people, I don't want to be salesy. So I was doing a team training a couple weeks ago for my team and, discussing these common objections, people saying, now, these are also active distributors that are saying they don't want to be salesy. And I totally get that. Nobody wants to have, as I call it, stank ass commission breath. Nobody wants that. Nobody wants to come across as salesy. By the way, I don't feel like...
But you sell stuff. You're salespeople. I get it, but also you are.
I come across salesy, and I've done pretty good in the profession. So let's talk about that. Let's have a conversation. Let's talk about these common objections. No money, no time. Don't want to be salesy. Don't know that many people. So a few things. Number one, understand that the first objection, the first excuse, if you will, is typically not the legit reason they ain't doing your business.
First off, stop talking like that, sir. Thank you. Second, I had someone say this perfectly. It's so good. This person says, "Ma'am, those are reasons, not excuses. Excuses suggest the person telling you no is justifying wrongdoing." I thought that was so well said. I mean, there are reasons they're not doing it, not excuses necessarily. And then someone else said, which I loved, I gotta find it again. I'm gonna try to find it again. Let's see. Oh, here it is. The fact that overcoming objections is even a thing is just so gross to me. No means no. I really like how that is said as well, because it does. No means no, so stop. And I like this idea of them being reasons to not do it, not necessarily excuses to not do it, as they are pushing them to be.
It's not the real reason. We need to dig a little deeper. And this could be, by the way, for customers too. If a customer says, "I don't have the money for the product, it's too expensive," that tells you one thing.
Leave them the fuck alone. If they say no, if they say this, if they say that, and it's a no in any way, shape, or form, that means no. You don't need to dig around or dig a little deeper to see if they will say yes for some other reason, or if you can talk them into purchasing it. They don't want it. They don't need it. They don't. If they say no, leave them alone. You shouldn't train on objections. That's so weird. I mean, I get that they're doing it so that they can manipulate the person that is objecting them. Weirdly said, but you know what I mean. To persuade them into purchasing or talk them into it in some way, shape, or form. Don't. Leave them alone. Stop. As someone who did it myself in MLMs all the time, I could talk quite a few people into purchasing just by acting as though this company or these products are going to do for them what they need, like finding their pain points or something like that. Stop. Let them go. No's no.
They don't see the value in the product. How many of us would agree with this? If I told you I would give you one of my Teslas for $500, would you agree, even if you didn't have the money, you would find it, because you understand that if you bought one of my Teslas for $500, you could resell it and make a profit. Even if you didn't like the car, you would find the money, because there's so much value in buying any car, just about any brand new car, for $500.
I'm sorry. And you're using this as an example for multi-level marketing? Because they don't go together. That example means nothing for MLMs. That is not an example to use, because it literally isn't anything like MLMs, and there's no reason to use it. I don't know how to say that other than stop using that example. That's stupid and horrible. It doesn't connect with MLMs at all.
So if someone says they don't have the money, it's not true. They just don't see enough value in finding it. Okay?
If someone says they don't have the money, leave them the fuck alone. Because you don't know what's in their bank account. You don't know what's going on with their life. Stop. How dare you say that's not true? Are you on a fucking tall horse? Because you seem like you're on a high horse somewhere, and it's a little bigger than it should be. Get off the fucking horse, John.
By the way, if you get someone that tells you, "I don't have the money to start a business," hello? As Marina Simone would say, hello. Hello, if you don't have any money, isn't that the exact reason you need to get started?
No, because the AARP says 75 to 99% of people in MLMs do not make money and do not make a profit. That's just true. You can literally, I'll put the link below. Go read it. It's very good.
If you don't have any money and you're over the age of 18, what you're doing isn't working. You know, I just did an interview with Julie Diltz, and, you know, she used the word, I don't like using two words specifically, S-I-C-K. I'd rather talk about being healthy and preventing S-I-C-K-N-E-S-S. And I also don't like B-R-O-K-E. I don't like those words. I don't like them. But when people say they're B-R-O-K-E, it's like, okay, great. You know why I'm just going to say it. You know why you're broke? Because what you're doing is broken. What you're doing ain't working.
Or I'm in college currently. I have a year left. I'm starting clinicals to have a job that is going to help me not be broke. And my husband is having to work full-time on his own without a second income in a place that's expensive. That's a privileged mouth you got there. I feel like a lot of these people, they obviously live in their own reality. They don't see that so many people are marginalized and just don't have the same opportunities. They don't. They don't. And they don't get that.
How much longer do you want to live your life without money? How much longer do you want to not have money? If you keep doing what you're doing, you're going to continue to get the same result, which is a lack thereof, a lack of money. So when someone says, I don't have the money to start the business. I don't have money to start the business. I don't got it. I ain't got it. Like, how does that feel? And why don't you do something about it? Go sell something, borrow the money, extend your credit card. If you don't have the money, that is the exact reason you should start the business in the first friggin' place.
No, it's not. The majority of people don't profit, John. Oh my God, I have not watched this, by the way. I went to watch the first 30 seconds and was like, well, damn, okay, let's give it a try. Oh my gosh. Also, why does he keep talking like that? He should not. It's disrespectful. Did he just say extend your credit? This guy needs a dose of reality. He needs a dose of fucking reality.
People that have the money don't need to do it, and they join all the time because they understand the value in multiple streams of income. They understand the value in residual income. They understand the value of an internet income, an online income. It's fascinating to me. It's fascinating to me how many people today are not where they want to be financially, and they have all the excuses in the world why they're not where they want to be, and why they justify, the reasons they justify not doing something are the exact reasons they should do it. And if someone says they don't have time, that's also not true.
You know what's shocking to me, John, is how you seem to know everybody's life. You seem to know what's in their bank account. You seem to know what they do with their time. It's crazy to me that you just know everything about everyone.
I don't want to call someone a liar. I don't want to call someone out for inaccurate information.
One, how do you know it's inaccurate? You fucking don't. Two, yeah, you're calling them liars though. You're saying that's a lie. You literally said that about no money, and you just said that's also not true. So if it's not true, what is it? A lie.
But the truth is, if someone says they don't have the time, that's silly, because we all have the same 24 hours in a day. Same 24 hours that Oprah Winfrey has, same 24 hours that Jeff Bezos has. You might not like Donald Trump, you might love him, I don't care. He has the same 24 hours. All right? The best athletes in the world, the best musicians, the most successful people in the world have the exact same amount of time as you and me. We all have 24 hours in a day. Yes or yes?
We do. Absolutely. And you know who you sound like? Anyone remember Molly May when she said we all have the same 24 hours in a day? And she got so much slack from that. People gave her so much shit because it's true. She's so privileged. She doesn't understand. And by privileged, I mean she's always lived with a wealthy family. She's always been wealthy. And at a very, very young age, she got a huge position in a large company and has made a ton of money since then. She's never seen the other side. Their goal is to say, and that if we say something badly enough, we can achieve it no matter what. But that's not true because we're all living in a different situation. So this term was coined based on the girl boss life, right? Like it was coined around the same time as the term girl boss. What, like 2010s or something like that? I'm gonna read from Cosmopolitan and what they say about it. I think it's really, really good. On a surface level, I get it. The sentiment is to say that the most successful, aka the richest women in the world, are also restricted by the same laws of time as the rest of us, men or women. This is talking about Molly May, which, as Molly May says, is literally true. And that, yes, they're the same 24 hours in a day. Before we go any further, we also need to acknowledge that the likes of Beyonce and co. have teams of chefs, trainers, nannies, assistants, drivers, and managers, ultimately freeing up a lot of those 24 hours, which can be spent on trying to achieve their career goals. And yet, even with the truth in mind, the work hard and you'll succeed mantra persists, when really it's a myth that those in power want us to cling to. Can a single working class mother of 3 grafting away in a low paid job to support her family really achieve as much in a day as someone born into a well-off family who can afford to work a part-time job, who has better social connections and has been educated in a more favorable school? Can someone who's just trying to keep their head above water with minimal opportunities in a small town really be compared to someone who has exactly the same dreams, but for whom money has never been an issue? What if you have unconscious bias and racial gaslighting to contend with? As writer Evie Muir puts it, I have the same 24 hours as Beyonce, but I spend most of them advocating for my own mental health against ableist, racist workplaces who make me cry and give me panic attacks. We are not the same. When you ask those questions, the answer seems obvious. I'm almost done reading this, but I think it's so important because this idea of we all have the same 24 hours in a day, you can do what I do, is so messed up. This was written by Alice Snape. I want to make sure and add that because I'm about to speak from her perspective for a second. If I hadn't grown up, had more life experiences, and stepped out in my own bubble to take a proper look at the world around me, that wages are stagnant as the cost of living continues to rise, and I might even still believe that the effort we put in is the main route to success. Thankfully, I have since been afforded the time and space to unravel my privileges as an able-bodied cis white woman, and I now know I am where I am, working at a national magazine, a freelance writer, someone who graduated from the top of university, partly because of that. A simplistic meme proclaiming everyone has the same 24 hours in a day can never really illustrate how our society is built on a flawed system, and that sadly it's one that simply doesn't offer up equal opportunities for all. So you know what, John? We have the same 24 hours in a day, but your wallet looks different than many people. Your skin looks different than a lot of others. We do not all have the same opportunities. Frustrates me when people in MLM say that and use that as a guilt thing to say, you can do it too. You should do it. That's not reality. All right, I'll keep going.
So the whole I don't have time is not true. You could find the time if you saw the value. Let me put it to you like this. If my kids came running in the door, oh my gosh, we got something going on, like there's a problem downstairs, Dad, we need you, I'd shut off these broadcasts and I'd go help my kids. Why? Because those are my freaking kids. I would find the time. Even if I was busy doing this, I wouldn't be too busy to help them out if there was an emergency, something was happening. I would find the time. So if someone says, well, me not having the time to get started in this business, like really what they should be saying is they don't see it as a priority. They don't see it as a priority. Let me ask you this. We'll go back to the money objection for 1 second.
Okay, so let's say all of his money went away. Do you think he'd still be having this speech? Probably not.
If you got arrested because you weren't wearing a mask, I'm sorry, bad joke. You just got arrested for whatever reason. That's terrible. I should have said it. If you got arrested right now, handcuffs, locked up, you're going to jail, bail, $500. You don't have the money. Would you find the money? Would you borrow the money? Would you find $500?
Some might, some won't. They don't have it. And the people around them might not have it either. So you can't just find it necessarily. Some might, some won't, some can't. I don't know why he's talking about this stuff. He's trying to make a point, but he really is just looking foolish in my opinion.
The bail was $1,000, $2,000. Would you find the money to get out of jail? Especially if you didn't actually do anything. Let's just say hypothetically you didn't actually do what they accused you of. Is it possible that might happen in today's day and age? Oh my gosh. You get arrested, bail's $500, $1,000. You don't have any money, you would find the money. Why? Because it's what? An emergency. It's an emergency. You would find the money because it's an emergency.
Did you know that people in emergency situations don't always find the money? For example, think of medical debt. Lots of emergency there. People don't always get their medication. People don't get the stuff that they need to live a quality life, oftentimes because of money. No, they're not going to find it necessarily because it's an emergency. This guy is killing me right now. I am how you are. You just have to say that you're fine. Feeling some type of way. Could it be because I just woke up from a nap? Yes, but I can't believe he is so privileged to talk like this. I mean, he is. And I know someone really struggle with the word, me saying privilege. I'm sorry. If you struggle with me saying that he's privileged, then please go understand what privilege means. He is. He is. He just is. And he doesn't think of the fact that other people aren't like him. Other people don't live in the reality that he lives in. It's just, it blows my fucking mind.
If you ain't got $500 and you're 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 60, you are that age. Let's just say you're 50 years old and you don't have $500, call the cops. Woo, woo, woo. It is an emergency. What you're doing isn't working. It's broken. That's why you're BROKE. Anyway, it's a matter of priorities. It's a matter of them understanding that the reason they don't want to do something is the exact reason they should. And you got to figure out what weighs more, your ego or your bank account. If you're not where you want to be and you're closed-minded, it's always fascinating to me when people are skeptical and they're BROKE. Like, how can you be both?
Because you go through life and you see bullshit like this and you're educated on what it is. It's not necessarily skepticism. It's, I know that you're bullshitting us, and the facts show that the majority of people don't even profit. What's the point? There's not one. There's not a reason to join an MLM. It's not skepticism when facts show that how they're feeling is valid. It's based on facts.
The best is when someone says they don't have time or money and they're skeptical. How's that working out for you? How's that working out for you? So if you get people that give you that objection, just know it's not the real objection. They're just afraid to get their hopes up. They don't want to waste their time. They don't want to waste their money. And by the way, nobody does.
How is it working out for you? The shame, the guilt that he's trying to push. Sorry, my rocks keep making noise. I'll move it. By rocks, I mean my crystals. But some of them are rocks.
I mean, I guess they're all rocks.
The guilt that he's trying to push, the shame that he's trying to push, it's disgusting. And that's why I'm going to do a video on both of them more in depth, a deep dive, I think, because this is obnoxious at this point. I mean, the fact that he has to make people feel bad to get them to join is gross. And the facts show why we shouldn't. You want me to pull out the Modera income disclosure statement, John? Because I don't think you'd like that.
I don't want to get involved in something and have it not work out. I don't want to start a business or try a product and it doesn't work. But you got to ask yourself, is the pain or the challenge, the situation that you're in right now worse than the excuse you're making? Like if someone tells me, and this is what I said in the interview, if someone tells me they don't have time, but they're loving what they're doing, then that's fine. That's a totally different situation. Me, as an example, if you came to me with an opportunity, I'm going to turn you down because I love what I do. I'm making millions. I get to impact people all over the world. I work with some of my favorite people. I get to have fun. I have freedom. I have all the things I could ever want. Why would I be open to starting a different business? I'm not open. I don't have time and I'm not interested. That makes sense. But if you're not loving what you're doing, if you're not doing something that you love, if you don't feel purposeful, if you don't wake up with excitement to do what you're doing, then why wouldn't you be open? That's crazy. That's crazy. That to me, that's cray cray.
Oh my gosh. People don't have the same opportunity. They don't always get to do what they love. They get to do what puts food on the table. The fact of the matter is, and he's got a lot of big talk, when the 1% make it and the 99 don't. That's what people in MLM say all the time. The 1% works, the 99% of people don't work. That's false. I'm gonna say that. You're telling me that 99% of the people that try it don't work? You don't put the effort in? I call bullshit. You don't do it because the facts say it is worse than gambling. You're less likely to make money than you are if you gamble. FTC says that. It's in that addendum A7 or something like that. I'll put the link below if you want. And I have it in a bunch of other videos as well. The facts show. The facts. Not your smooth talking mouth.
Way open-minded because you don't love what you do. Because you're not fulfilled. Because you don't feel like you're making an impact, making a difference. You're not excited about it. Capiche? Anyway. Now someone says, What was the other objection? So no money, no time. Oh, don't know that many people. Hello, the interwebs. We can meet people all day, every day. In fact, this is why you need your ticket to Marina Simone's event in a couple weeks, December 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. She's going to teach you how to slay online sales. She's going to teach you how to meet humans, how to build a personal brand, how to generate leads from TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook. Look, I have people that just opened up a TikTok account last week, 2 weeks ago, a month ago, earlier this year, last year, and they are literally blowing up over there. Some of them have 5,000, 10,000, 30,000, 100,000 plus followers. Before, let me back up for a second. They didn't have a following on Facebook. They didn't have a big following on Instagram. But they went over to TikTok and they are blowing it out of the water, posting 2, 3, 4, 5 times a day. I've got friends over there that literally have 500,000 followers. Not on any other platform are they that popular, but over on TikTok, they blew up.
So you're telling me that they get followers likely by not showing that they're in Modere or in an MLM. That's what John and Nadia Melton are in. They get it probably by showing that they're not in an MLM, and they're doing something else. And then once people start to love them, they say, "Oh, you should do this with me," and trick them into joining Modere. That happens all the time on TikTok. I've followed people on TikTok that I did not know they were in an MLM. You don't know it. And then they mention something about an opportunity, or they get a loyal following, and then they go, "Hey, listen to this." And then they spiel a little bit of it, like, just like a little glimpse of what it could be, or a little glimpse of an opportunity. And everyone's like, "Yes, I want to hang out with you. I want to be a part of it. Because that person now looks like some kind of famous influencer, social media person, when in reality, they've been doing this so that those people will join. That's their whole goal. I have so much to say, but I don't want to spend too much time on this video. I really want to show you what he's like and what they're saying and what so many people are hearing. And a lot of it is this stuff. Let's keep going.
You can go viral with one video. Just an example of how you can meet people. Join some like-minded Facebook groups. I talked about this the other day. You're never going to have a shortage of humans on social media. And most of you have online businesses. Most of you are in a network marketing company that's in every state, multiple countries. You could literally meet people all over the world and introduce them to your products, your opportunity, or whatever business you're in. Maybe you're not even in MLM. There's Tom. What's up, Tom? Just talking about you, right? You guys are crushing the TikTok. You got over 500,000 followers, and that's just you. I think, like, combined with all your family members, you have millions. The point is, we all start somewhere, and if you don't have a lot of contacts, you don't have a lot of influence, welcome to the club. Neither did I when I first got started in the profession 19 years ago. I didn't know nobody. I mean, I had my friends from high school and my buddies, but no one had credibility. I didn't have credibility. I had to go via cold market. I had to go talk to strangers. I had to go talk to random humans. It sucked. But you know what also sucked way more is being BROKE, not loving what I was doing. What weighs more, your ego or your bank account?
So if you want a good video to watch that explains this a lot more, I reacted to a video from an Arbonne top leader who talks exactly about this stuff and how you should go about it, and it shows how deceptive they are. So I'll link the video up here. It is my most recent Arbonne video. The girl with the big hat. Maybe that'll help you out. If I forget to link it up here, then it's back just a little ways, not very far. But wow, they go in depth how a lot of people do this stuff. And the deception is nauseating, to be honest.
What weighs more, your ego or your bank account? My mentor, my very first network marketing company, said you can have excuses or results. You can't have both. You can't have results and excuses. Pick a lane.
Again, remember, we're saying there are reasons not to, not excuses. The way that they use actual valid reasons is to say they're just lame excuses because you're scared. That's not true. That's just not true. And I refuse to let them continue to push that narrative. They are reasons that are valid not to join.
And then the final piece of the puzzle is people saying they don't want to be salesy. Then don't be. Talk to someone the way you would want to be talked to. In fact, instead of selling, focus on training, educating, inspiring. That's what we do. Have you noticed How much time do I spend selling and pitching?
You don't spend time selling because you spend time recruiting. It's not about the sales. It's not. And he knows that. I know that. Hopefully you know. If you didn't, you might know now. It's not about the sales of the product. It's about the recruitment to the company. That's how you make more money that's how you make the most money, is by recruitment. I have such an itch on my back. I gotta scratch it. What have you been doing this entire time, sir? You've been guilting and shaming people and trying to get them to join that way. It's disgusting. Gross. Stop. Please stop. It's bad.
How do I spend selling you my products, pitching you? I educate, I teach, I train, I entertain. How many of us like entertainment? I love me some entertainment. Smash the heart button, by the way, if you're getting value from this. If you're really getting value, smash the share button. I'd highly recommend you get your ticket for Marina Simone's event. The ticket prices, I think, are going up tomorrow. So get your ticket now. Get your ticket ASAP, mylifestyleacademy.com/SOS. Wait till you see the lineup of speakers. She's got active, top earning network marketers that are going to be speaking on different topics. And she has some of the best trainers in all of network marketing. Ray Higdon, Bob Heilig. Anyway, check it out.
Ray. That's all I'm going to say for now.
mylifestyleacademy.com/SOS. Get your ticket. Take advantage of the bonuses. She's got some incredible, insane bonuses. And the event starts December 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. Plus, unlike another big event that's coming up, not going to knock any other events, but her event, you get access to replays. So you don't have to be on live. It's encouraged, it's recommended, but you don't have to. Anyway, someone says they don't want to be salesy. Stop selling. Stop pitching. You can still promote your products without being salesy, just FYI. You can still talk to people and ask them if they're open to your products or opportunity without being salesy. When I prospect someone, if I connect with someone, if I have a conversation with someone, I'll check out their social media. I'll comment on some of their posts. I'll interact with them a little bit. Hey, how you been, Jody? What have you been up to?
This is exactly what the other girl was talking about in the Arbonne video. You gotta go watch that video. It is awful how they go about this, because pretty much they try to build a relationship or a friendship with people. In reality, the goal is to get them to join their network marketing company. And it's, I mean, straight up, you watch and just go, what the fuck is going on? It's wow.
The family, how's life? How's 2020 treating you? It's been a weird year. Yeah, John, it has been. And then if I get a response from them, yeah, John, it has been weird. What have you been up to? Maybe they tell me what they've been up to, yada, yada, yada. And then I'll say, listen, I would love to catch up more. I would love to have more of a conversation, but I just respect you. I appreciate you. I'm super busy. I'm sure you're super busy. You got a lot going on. I'll cut to the chase. The reason I'm reaching out to you is because we're starting some new teams. We're launching a new product. We've got some exciting growth happening. We're opening up a new market.
I wasn't actually interested in how you were, what you were doing. I wanted to reach out so that I could make money off of you. Pretty much the same thing, in my opinion.
Find an excuse to justify reaching out. Pay him a compliment. Just get to the point. The reason I'm reaching out to you is because we're doing something new. We're doing something exciting. It's actually easier when you're brand new to reach out to people than it is when you've been with the same company for years and years and years. I still do it. I still prospect, but I don't need to. When you're new, you need to talk to everybody. I used to literally talk to every human I came across, built a relationship, connect on social media. Some of them I would be very direct. Some of them I would do the indirect approach, which I talked about yesterday in my video. But the bottom line is, I asked them if they were open, and I said, if not, no big deal. If you're open, great. I would love to share with you how we're earning an income from our phone. If not, no big deal. Now, I lead with the business. I love leading with the business.
Because that's how you make the most money in an MLM. You can make some commission off sales, but you're not going to make like a large sum of money. Interesting way to put it, but we'll go with the flow. It's possible, but not as likely to make the most that you can. The most money you're gonna make is from recruitment. That's just, the compensation plan will show you that. in my opinion.
But I'm a friend first and a marketer second. Friend first, marketer second. I build relationships. I build rapport. Listen, if you want to be very direct and get to the point, you can do that too. Whatever floats your boat.
So you build friendships so that you can get them into your business. Wow, that sounds like a great friendship, John. Wow.
Whatever floats your boat. In fact, some people ask me, should I lead with the product or lead with the business? Hit up 50 people, lead with the product, and then hit up 50 people and lead with the business. You're going to figure out real quick which one's getting a better response and which one you feel better about.
And that was that. I guess he got cut off early. I don't know. All I know is it gets worse. That's what I know about the two of them, John and Nadia Melton. In my opinion, it gets worse. This was, yes, to put commentary to react to. For you as well to put commentary below. But this was also just to show you what these people say. They are huge in the network marketing world. They are huge in the coaching world for network marketing. That's just a little spice, right? Just a little glimpse of what they say. And there's much more where that came from. I want to know what you think about this below. I did blind react. I want to say that I'm shocked, but seeing their stuff before, I'm not that shocked. And I think that it is so important to cover these coaches more. They need more airtime. It is crucial because they are the ones that are teaching the people what to do. And the majority of them are actually top leaders in companies. So the core of it is the MLM business model, absolutely. But it's crucial to show what the MLM business model does. And it creates people like this. This shit is not okay. Don't forget, though, to leave people below that you want me to cover, any more coaches that you want me to cover or react to or take a look at, or people who aren't in MLMs that are maybe doing scams or Ponzi schemes, pyramid schemes, whatever. Feel free to comment below. Thank you for watching this. I know it's not as funny and stuff as the other one, but this is serious. This shit that he's saying was serious, and it was bad shit. So we're gonna get into more of that later on. Thank you for watching. I really hope you have the most amazing morning, afternoon, evening, night, wherever you are in the world, and whenever you're watching. I will see you next time.